Hi, Dr. Brad with Weedman Lawn Care. Today I wanted to show you a few items that we commonly see on our lawns as we transition from winter into spring. One of these extremely common damaged areas is caused by voles. Traditionally, voles are just your basic field mice. We see them oftentimes in the summer running around. Sometimes we get them in our house as we're transitioning from fall to winter. And these little rodents can cause a fair bit of damage over the winter on our lawns. What these voles are doing is they're eating the leaf tissue across the surface. They're tunneling under the snow, and you can see some of these larger patches or even trails across your yard that they're using to avoid predators. Oftentimes folks will ask me if it's possible to remove voles from the site where they're causing damage. Traditionally, the populations are so great that it's not something we try to achieve on a property. You can trap these voles, however, usually it's with limited success. Most of the time, this damage is not long-term. Periodically, as you can see here, folks will rake away this tissue to get a little bit of sunlight, a little bit of warmth into the canopy to help things grow as we transition into spring and summer. With that said, it's not always necessary to rake that away. A lot of times that grass will grow through. It usually doesn't require any reseeding unless there's significant damage in the area. An additional type of winter damage that we commonly see is that of dog spot. Really what's happening here is the salt in your pet's urine is killing the grass. It is very common when we transition from winter to spring because traditionally in spring and summer we can get some of those drenching rains that move that salt through the profile. As you can see over here, we have some damage from pets that has occurred from winter, and these areas are dead. Oftentimes these areas, if they're small, will come back on their own, but if they coalesce, similar to some of the other damages we've seen, you may need to put some seed down to get those areas looking nice by summer. Another type of winter damage we commonly see is that of snow mold. Snow mold is caused by a cold weather fungi or fungus, and traditionally this snow mold, as the snow melts away, you'll see some of these circular patches. Periodically you'll see a little pink color to it. Oftentimes that's really hard to see. Usually these snow mold areas are those circular patches, but you can see they can coalesce into a much larger area. Usually these as well don't cause any long-term damage on our home lawns. Oftentimes a lot of high-end turf like golf courses and athletic fields will put down a preventative treatment in the fall to avoid some of this damage. Similar to other types of damage, we can rake some of these areas if it's really bad. Like I said, usually we don't have to reseed, and as things warm up in the spring, these areas will recover on their own.